Okay, so this place is kind of dangerous. Firebombs can definitely help though. So can jump attacks when jump attacks land. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, why did they give them the ability to do that move? It's so fucking mean. It's so goddamn mean. There are cheesy ways of doing this, though. You can strike these guys through walls. But they can hit you too, so you need to be careful. I don't know how successful we're going to be with Fatty. Mainly because I've not killed this dude in a while. Which is the theme of these videos, but more of the case of I generally kill him with a bleed weapon, so I don't have to have a powerful weapon, and I don't have a powerful weapon, well, technically. But I don't know in the grand scheme of things just how strong it is, if you get my meaning. I also can't remember which direction when you land is facing him. This way. Yeah, this is going to take a while. But we've got that with Grain Ring, which makes it kind of easy. It's got a lingering hurt box, that move, so you never want to stand there. Or you never want to run in too soon. It'd be beautiful if it only had like a second, but it doesn't. Because if it only had a second of a hitbox, you could just roll through it. You could learn the timing. But this is Dark Souls, and it doesn't work that way. That's a fucking robbery. So, this is another one with a weird lingering hitbox. I missed. Great. Missed again. Admittedly, that is my fault. Don't mind missing when it's me. Hate missing when it's not me. When it's not me, that's when I get mad. What the fuck was that? Did he do the forward explosion when I wasn't in front of him? That's weird. Answers on a postcard about that one, because I do not know. I always remember this boss because Aiden had trouble with him. Everybody had trouble with him at first. It's the AoE. Before you appreciate how Dark Souls works, it doesn't make sense that the AoE should linger. But then you play a little bit more and you realise it's a common thread. It's something these games just kind of do. That's really useful if you can hit his tail, but because of the passive sway on it, sometimes you can miss. Wow. On camera. Boom, 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 boom. You never want to be in front of him because of that move. So if you're wondering why I keep trying to get up his bum, it's not because I somehow find him attractive, although, you know, somebody would. It's because it's the safest place to be. And that forward AoE has hit detection all around him too, it's not just in front of him. Sometimes you can get really lucky with it and stand under him and get out of its like radius, but for every time I've dodged it that way by rolling between his legs, there's been a time where he's one-shot me. Well, that's not very useful. I got stuck on his leg too, which is kind of scary. You'll notice I favour the opposite side to the way I'm rotating right now. Just I've always had more luck going towards his left than towards his right. Might just be superstitious nonsense, but it's the type of stuff you remember when you're a gamer. You favour certain things to appease those RNG gods. So you'll notice I always delay before I do that attack, before I do the evade on that forward AoE. There's a good reason for that. If he's gonna hit me, it's not gonna be immediately because it's delayed. So if you wait just ever so slightly, you can sometimes iframe through. But that is pretty much a picture-perfect stray demon fight for just function, not necessarily speed. If I'd have done that with the Uchi, I'd have killed him quicker just by bleeding him. You know, the damage, I would have been doing like 10 damage a hit, but the bleed would have ruined his day. And that's 20,000 souls immediately, so you go to the Berg, you get the Uchi, you come here, you kill him, you've got enough to go into the sealed room, if that's the way you want to play it. Of course, you need to know how to fight him, and I did have the Darkwood Grain Ring, which definitely helps for distance on your rolls to get away from him, and I did have more stamina than perhaps you might start with. That's trouble. Whew. You'll notice these guys have got more life than the first one we killed, because we're using an upgraded weapon and we're doing less damage. Because for some reason these Dark Knights are stronger. Oh, that wasn't good. That was. Yeah, these guys are much tougher. And we got a Black Knight sword, which is cool. But this is not a Black Knight sword run, so we're probably not going to use it. Do we even have the stats to use it? No, not enough dex. We will have more dex eventually, but endurance is what I'm going to focus on at the moment. I didn't open that door, that's disappointing. I love these crazy things that appear almost nowhere else in the game. They've got a really nice reflection mat on them so that they reflect a really nice light source. It's probably not realistic at all, but it looks nice. And here is another one of the black dudes. To maximise damage here, I should probably two-hand, but that's the kind of thing you do when you remember how to play Dark Souls. Whereas there's some stuff you never forget. There's some stuff you do. And it's not really much of a difference. Same with the backstabs though. I'm could be dead here. Thank you, chain stabs. Getting a lot of red chunks, which would be lovely if we were going to be using them, but we're just going to be going down the standard upgrade path and using the scaling. This is it Oscar? This is the Estus Flask dude. The guy who originally was intended to have a ton of story, and wow, thank you. No, he didn't. He also has Holy on that sword. So it's going to go through... Then again, he doesn't need to, does he? Because this is not a 100% shield. I pressed Y there? Apparently not. Shit. Gotta say, I think the Xbox One controller's buttons are glorious to press. That fat roll. Shit! I moved out of range. That was like an online parry, that. Oh shit. Anyway, it's kind of sad that he turns into a baddie, but he does drop a really good shield for the Moonlight Butterfly. And now we can go back. Bollocks. I forget the delay in the roll. It's ever so slight, but it exists. If you play this game on PC, you'll notice your roll times are off because of the delay in your television and the delay in your inputs. It's the type of stuff that you only really notice when you're looking for it incredibly deeply, but if you have an understanding of those mechanics, you'll feel it. Or I hope you'll feel it anyway. But then again, there's those people that can't see a difference between fucking 30 frames per second and 60, which to me is like the difference between having shit rubbed in your eyes and not having shit rubbed in your eyes. Yeah, that was another bad trade with this soldier. Because that move comes out mad slow. Everything's got an upgrade in this place, it seems. I can't even tell you the last time I picked this ring up. That's how long it's been. Like, I've done what? Maybe 200 playthroughs of Dark Souls? And I stopped picking up that rusted ring maybe 20 to 30 playthroughs in, when I realised that I wanted to spend as little time in the swamp as physically possible. And it just goes to show, you know, you don't pick stuff up. Like, you just learn to not need it. It's the same with a lot of things. Like, in the time it's took me to get here, on a normal playthrough, I would have already have got the Lord Vessel. Because I play at a completely different pace when I play, you know, just casually. And this is casual, but this is casual with wanting to do different things. It's kind of like a celebration of this game, where I'm going paths I normally never would. I'm working towards a weapon I've never really used, and like I'm running around in my pants with a wooden shield, which is something that you never would see me do. But I think that's why it's interesting. So, shall we go to Andre? Or do we level up first? I think we level up afterwards. I want to fight with this guy.
How's he around? You have some nerve.
Yep.
Maybe
So they keep telling me.
But I'm not defending you, rascal. You will soon regret this.
Yep. Ah, there it was. That recovery roll. Whoa, dude! That is just weird, man. How did he do that? Shit. I thought he was going to do a standard attack. Again! A fucking backstep move. Oh, that could have been dangerous. This guy is a mad good parrier if you've never fought him before.
Not too shabby.
I never feel bad about killing that guy. It's almost like he wants to die. He puts up a good fight too, unlike some of the people. Tell you what we could do. We could try doing Sif really early. I never do Sif early, because I really don't like that fight.
By the lords.
Yep.
You damn fool.
Oh, he did the strong attack and he bled me. There's the Wog, or the Force. I think it's Force, not Wog. Just like online. God, it comes out quick, that Force. You forget how fast it was. He's wearing the elite armor set, the elite cleric, sorry. An armor set that you can only get by modding, or by somebody who's modded by dropping it in. Oh, that was partial. I've never really parried the... Oh, fuck off. I'm so bad. What is he doing? Again, I'm slow. Why would I not do this? I've seen it a million times. That's just weird, that one. It hits way slower than you expect it to. I don't want to count that because he paused between me. I want him to do 2 quick hits. The fucking hell! What is wrong with me? Used to be good at this game. Yeah, he's paused again. Stop being a dick! Kill me! Again, he won't attack twice. Oh, that was just too late. He's healing. I can get with that. He did the fucking long one again. Stop doing the long one, asshole. Is he gonna punish me for healing? Nah, you're too stupid, aren't you? That's your problem. He'll do it now. Yeah, that's just weird. Well, this is the unsuccessful words. They taste delicious in your mouth, and then they come out all weird. That's the one we want, but he won't do it. He did it at the beginning. Did it then as well. I can't be arsed with this. This guy's winding me up.
No.
Yeah. But you can practice your toggles on stuff like that, which is really good against people online who do nothing but R1. Because if you're wanting to rock a little lower poise than normal, press the change weapon, regardless of which one you do, it'll do it. Change weapon as the hit lands. You'll get some. If you time it really well, you can get almost instant recovery. And then if they're going to be mashing R1, you know the attack's coming. So you press parry. Even if they've not attacked, it should always parry. Same with the poise parry, where they hit you once with a fast weapon, you parry, you get the second hit. It's the stuff that, you know, much smarter people than myself figured out, and it works to this day, regardless of connection. Obviously, there are certain differences in parry times that are connection dependent, but that's generally just for standard, rare exceptions. Which, everyone's internet's going to probably have a different parry time. Unless you're playing against a computer and then it's the same. But I recommend playing against the NPCs because they will teach you to do things. You can practice all kinds of different stuff. You can practice your roll backstabs, you can practice your reverse rolls and stuff. Because even though people are going to play differently than the computer will do things that people can't do. And that is a really important distinction to be made. The computer can do crazy stuff. Like, there is no human that's going to avoid a backstab like the computer will just in sheer mobility. Well, because you can't. Unless you're reversing backstabs with a technique that we've learned to do. Like, the computer will counter-circle you all day. Some of them not so much, and every so often if they attack they'll make mistakes, but you know what I mean. So we've got a little extra damage on the Murakumo. And then we can put the rest into endurance. And I believe the last bonfire we rested at was Firelink, so if I use the homeward bone we should skip the path back.